Hey Nailer fans, it's DJ Abasella, and it's time for another edition of our weekly report. There are 3 weeks left to go in the ECHL's regular season, and for the Wheeling Nailers, it's still tight as ever as they battle with Fort Wayne, Indy, and Kalamazoo to see who's going to get a couple of playoff spots in that Central Division race. Last week was a tough one for the Nailers, though, as they suffered back-to-back losses on the road against the 2 teams from Ohio. First up on Friday night, the Nailers visited the best team in the ECHL, the Cincinnati Cyclones, and Cincinnati looked really strong early, scoring 3 goals in the first 11 minutes of play, some really beautiful passing plays to build a 3-0 lead. Wheeling got on the board in the second period on a rebound goal by Cedric Lacroix. However, the Cyclones just too powerful on that particular night as they added 2 more in the third for the 5-1 decision. On Saturday night, some real tough luck for the Nailers as they fell to the Toledo Walleye 3-2 on the road. Wheeling got its goals from Renars Krastenbergs, and then Dan Fick continuing to add to what has been a career season as he gets his 6th goal of the year. That's a career high for the 4th-year Wheeling defenseman. Coming up this week, the Nailers will hit the ice 3 times. First up on Wednesday night, they take on those pesky Cincinnati Cyclones who can clinch the #1 spot in the Central Division as early as this week. The Cyclones still have lost only 1 home game in regulation all year. The Nailers will look to change that coming up on Wednesday. Then on Friday, the Nailers play their lone home game of the week when they take on the Indy Fuel at West Banco Arena. That's a season series that's been extremely close, especially lately. Wheeling has the 5-4 edge. The last 3 games have gone past regulation, including a 2-1 Wheeling shootout win last Tuesday on Education Day. Then Saturday, the Nailers make their final trip of the season to Kalamazoo. In fact, everybody in the ECHL makes their final trip of the regular season to Wings Event Center because Kalamazoo, after Saturday, will play its final 7 games of the regular season all on the road. The Nailers are looking for their first win of the season against the Wings, and they'll look to make that happen on Saturday in their final game of the week. Let's look at the ECHL Central Division standings. Fort Wayne, back-to-back wins over Brampton on the weekend. That jumps the Comets up to 71 points, keeping them in 3rd place in the division. They still have 2 games in hand over the rest of the pack. Kalamazoo is in 4th with 68, and then Wheeling and Indy now tied for 5th at 64 points. Couple of games to look at this week. Fort Wayne hosts Kalamazoo on Wednesday, and then Indy hosts Fort Wayne coming up on Saturday. 2 more teams joining Cincinnati and Florida by punching their tickets into the 2019 Kelly Cup playoffs presented by Smile Direct Club. Those are the Tulsa Oilers, who return to postseason play for the first time since 2015, and the Idaho Steelheads. What a streak for them. 16 consecutive years qualifying for the Kelly Cup playoffs, and since they became a team in the WCHL, 22 consecutive playoff appearances. Boise, Idaho has no idea what it's like to miss the playoffs. They've made it every single year as the Steelheads. I'm sure we'll be seeing more teams clinch playoff spots in the coming week, so stay tuned to next week's weekly report for more information on that. This is DJ Abasella once again.